Hi everybody, I hope this video finds you well. What is today? You're only going to see this until like a week and a half from now, but it's March 24th. I am on I can't even remember how long I've been on quarantine, but let's not talk about that because I'm so tired of it. I am making some paper napkin. I'm making some paper napkin applique eggs for Easter. It's really just decoupaging, Mod Podge and paper napkins, but let me tell you all a story. I'm gonna start prepping this. All I'm doing is, I know this is a paper napkin from Dollar Tree. There's only really usable print from here to here because you can't use this embossed edge, and this is not really worth pulling off, and you don't want to be using that. So I'm just going to tear, and don't cut, just tear. I'm going to tear this, and you can use this for your lunch, whatever. Don't throw it away because that's wasteful. Back in the day, I know everybody knows Aleene's Tacky Glue. They had a show on, I think it was on CMT, it was on like a weird channel. Alright, and you want to separate these, which I usually find if I pull here, see the two plies come apart, because we just want one ply. They had a show on CMT called Aleene's Creative Living, and they came out with so many different products. Like anything you could want, any kind of medium you needed to do something. And one of those was paper napkin applique. It was a specific glue that they made for doing paper napkin applique, and it was huge in the 90s. Hopefully I'm not the only one who remembers that. Okay, so let's get started with this. I'm going to take out my cough drop because I don't want to be the whole video. Alright, so I've torn this. Let's see, and this meat, you want like a band around the middle. You want to start off with a band around the middle because we're covering this with 3 pieces because I did one of them with a bunch of little pieces and I was like, oh god, this is so tedious. So you want a band that goes around the middle, enough to meet, so the whole thing is covered like this. You see that? This is actually a little wide, so I might just tear it down a little bit. Okay. And I have no Mod Podge left. I'm sure there's 15 bottles around here somewhere, but not enough. I am using Mod Podge. You can use, this is a matte, you can use the gloss, you can use, I have this giant thing of super gloss, but I don't like to actually Mod Podge with that. You can use matte medium if that's something you have. You can use a little bit of lightly thinned out white glue. We're not like trying to seal these so they last forever. So what we're going to do is we got our Mod Podge. I'm just using a little sponge brush. And I am going to put a light coat on here. I actually prefer matte medium when I'm working with something this thin because, if Mod Podge makes paper kind of buckle and wrinkle, you know how bad it's going to be when you start putting basically half ply napkins on here. You can also use tissue paper. I had a hard enough time finding printed napkins. You see that? I'm just going to wrap that around the middle. And then right before it comes down, I'm going to put a little bit right here because we want to have something for this to stick onto. And you are not going to do this without wrinkles. There's a video on YouTube that says how to do paper napkin deco paper napkin applique, whatever they're calling it, without wrinkles. And I'm like, that only works if you're doing that on like a complete, see, that just tore right there, and I didn't have any tears when I was using the medium. Unless you're doing this on a completely flat surface, you're gonna have wrinkles. But it doesn't matter because this is super patterned and we're gonna be going over it. I'm just going to come around and make sure that's kind of stuck. I'm going to come through here very carefully. Let's get some glue in there. This is just gonna stick it down. And we're using the one ply because you can kind of get away with just putting it on the egg and then sticking it down instead of trying to like coat the egg and then stick it down and then come back and coat the top. But I'm just going to go through very lightly and put some over top. Like I said, these don't need to be super sealed because they're pretty much just going to be decorative. I mean, I guess you could maybe do like an Easter egg hunt. I'm sad for kids that can't have Easter egg hunts this year. I guess you could do them at home, but a little bit more right there. Okay, so this is our first step, and you're thinking, oh wow, that looks terrible. But well, I was gonna say it'll look better, but you're right, it does look terrible right now. So I'm just gonna set this off to the side and let that dry. Okay, and now here is one that is in basically the same state, except the bottom has already been covered, and you can just, I mean, it's like a cute little thing. If you find napkins you really like and you want some Easter eggs to match. Oh, and I didn't even say, these eggs are the ones, I've only seen them at Walmart, but I really only go to Walmart. They're the dyeable fake eggs. You can use the Dollar Tree eggs that come, you know, the speckled ones. There's some over there, but I don't want to reach across the entire table. You can even use the plastic ones that come like however many in a pack if you just cover them with like masking tape or something first. I think you can use any egg except real eggs. And you could use real eggs if you blew them out first, which not getting into that because that's a freaking mess. Okay, so this one's all dry. I did this one with matte medium. I really should have just stuck with the matte medium, but I figured more people would have Mod Podge. So I did the center strip. I did a piece for the bottom, and now I'm going to do a piece for the top. And I'm just going to rip. And I'm going to try to size up. Like, okay, well that looks good. I don't need this part here. Overlapping is fine. Don't worry about that. Because you have a place to hold now, this top part is really easy. And I had just enough Mod Podge to do like 1.5 eggs, and even 1.5. Half of one and a quarter of the other. Okay, so that's going on there. Make sure that it's full contact. I'm going to put this on top, and then when I bring it down, I just want to make sure I think it's Michael's that has that black tissue paper with like florals on it. I know somebody bought a pack that I watch and they used it 150 times. But yeah, I think it's Michael's, like it's that celebrated line or whatever they have. I think that would be pretty. Especially, I think they sell these in black too, like why does this look so orange? Like cardboard eggs, not cardboard eggs, chalkboard eggs. So you can do that, or you can just do multiple layers of the paper. Just if you do it in big sections like this, like the middle section, a bottom section, a top section, you can get, you know, you see more of what it actually is. Like this one, you can tell it's flowers. So you let that dry. Okay. And this is what it looks like when it's finished. Now this one, it's all dry. Okay, all dry. I use a little pieces on this, and you can see there's less definition of the flowers when you compare the two like that. You can see definite flowers on this one, and this one's kind of not muddled, but it's a little, you know, piecier. And when these are done, you can finish them any way you like. You can do a dark glaze on them, you can do a white glaze on them. Let's say I have the antiquing wax right here from Waverly. I have Distress Crackle, that would be cool. You could do white. You could do another color, like, you know, pink or something to bring out some more colors in these. You could also coat them with a clear glitter, which I kind of want to do, but then I don't, because then I have to clean it up, and then I have to coat all of them. So your options are open, and you know, you can just take these and place them in a little cute basket or something. Then that's how you can make you some custom eggs without having to like hand paint these. So yeah, that was just a little quick thing I wanted to get out there. I've been kind of neglecting my Easter tutorials because it's, I don't know, it's just easier for me to sit down and make a wreath, and that's occupying 2 hours of my time, and this occupied literally however long this video is. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment down below, and talk to me. And I will see you on Wednesday, I think it's going up next Monday. I don't know. I don't know when this is going up. I'll see you guys. Alright, bye-bye. Hope you guys are staying safe. Wash your hands. Stay home. Check on your neighbors. Alright? Bye.